He's the former Bears quarterback, cover story in Sports Illustrated. Jim McMahon joining us on the show. Mac, how are you?
How you doing, Danny?
Well, you tell me. You're on the cover of Sports Illustrated, dude.
Well, it was just a quick little shot. Didn't take that long.
Okay, what happened? How did this story evolve where Sports Illustrated says we want to come and talk to you?
They actually came and talked to Lori. I think they talked to me for like 5 minutes.
But they talked to your girlfriend about what?
Just about, how do you deal with me every day? It's just, she keeps me on track, keeps reminding me of stuff to do, and, you just feel like a dumbass sometimes. You just can't remember things.
But give me a sense of what she has to do each day, and why is she? I mean, you're forgetting things now.
Well, she just always reminds me. She writes stuff down for me to do, or stuff I was supposed to do. Because even like today, I forgot all about this interview we had.
Even though I texted you last night, and then you made a joke out of forgetting about the interview today.
I forgot.
Oh, man.
I didn't really forget. I just time was flying by this morning.
But how bad is it, Jim?
Well, it's not as bad as, I can still remember a lot of stuff. Things that happened a long time ago, I can still remember.
You have short-term memory loss?
Yeah, the short-term stuff's not too good.
What did the doctors say?
The doctors, I just went through my testing for my workman's comp deal. That's about all I've done so far with the doctors. They told me I do have some memory loss, and I just have to deal with it.
How much of this is based on playing football?
I got to believe the majority. I've only been in one wreck in my life, and that was last July. So, nothing that happened there is going to affect what's been happening to me lately.
You talk to other players who suffer the same symptoms?
I've not really discussed it with other players. I do know a lot of guys that are in the same boat, though.
Are you part of the lawsuit against the NFL?
Yeah, I joined the lawsuit, pretty early. They just, to me, it's not for money. I mean, I'm doing okay money wise. It's just, I think they got to make people aware of what's going on. This game's been happening for a long, long time, and I think guys are suffering because of this game.
Were you lied to as a player?
I don't know if it was lied to or just not told all the information. Whether or not they had all the information, and or whether or not they chose not to disclose it. But we'll find all that out in the courts. But who knows? I just want to make people aware, especially the younger kids. What they've got coming to them. They're doing everything they can in the league to make the game safer, but you can't keep your head and your brain from rattling around, no matter what you do to it. So, hopefully they'll figure something out and at least get these guys some help, the guys that really need it.
If your boys were younger and football ready, would you let them play?
I told them when they were growing up I didn't want them to play. I'd rather them play baseball and hockey, and that's pretty much what they did. My youngest son played 2 or 3 years of football, but they ended up going to play baseball and hockey in college.
He's Jim McMahon, the former NFL quarterback, joining us, Dan Patrick Show, the cover story in Sports Illustrated. But if you look at this in the mentality of the football player, Mac, is whatever it takes to get back into the game, even if you knew this information, your personality, your competitive nature, aren't you still going to try to get back into the game?
Well, I think if I had known, the severity of the head injuries, I probably would have thought twice about it. When you're playing, you don't think about it, but you're not told about it either. Everybody expects to have bad knees and hips and shoulders and elbows and stuff like that when they're done playing. That's just part of the game. But as far as your head's concerned, nobody really addressed that issue.
Did you ever lie to get back into a game?
don't know if I lied. I just said I felt all right. That's pretty much standard procedure in the NFL.
Even if you didn't,
back then.
Even if you didn't feel all right, you still said you did.
Pretty much, yeah.
What do they say? How this? What happens now in stages? Your memory, if it's short-term memory loss, what do they say is going to happen next?
Well, when I finally get all this workman's comp stuff out of the way, it should be done in the next month or so. I can, at least go and get some treatment. There is treatment available. There is things that you can do to rejuvenate the brain, and there's certain supplements you can take and stuff like that. And I'm sure I'll be put on those, but as of right now, I'm not taking anything.
I don't want to be an alarmist with this, but you had a teammate, Dave Durison, who killed himself. Junior Seau, we don't know what caused him to take his life.
I played with Andre Waters. He killed himself. I mean, it's when your brain starts messing with you just don't you don't know what to do. And we weren't we weren't coached up on what to do about that.
You get depressed?
Quite a bit, yeah. A lot of times I'll just sit in my room and do nothing all day. She's always asked me if I'm getting out of bed, and sometimes I say yeah, and sometimes no.
How concerning is that?
Well, you know me, I like to sleep. But, if I have to do something, I'll get up and go do it. But for the most part, I'm just kind of relaxing.
But do you understand what Durison and Andre Waters, Junior Seau may have been going through?
Not to their extent, no. But I do understand the frustration and not being able to, remember where you are or how to get home and stuff like that. Fortunately, I've been able to make my way home pretty much every time I go out. But
if I gave you a do-over, would you play football?
I'd probably try to play baseball. That's all I ever wanted to do anyway, but I'd maybe try to give that a go.
Merrill Hodge told me a story that he backed out of his driveway and went around the corner, and then he forgot how to get back home. Something as simple as that. Have you had that? Hodge had quite a few concussions, but does it get to that point where it's alarming?
Only once did I have to call home and figure out where the hell I was in the last couple of years. And I guess I just missed one of the turns.
So you can't leave home by yourself anymore, can you?
Oh yeah.
Are you still playing golf?
Yeah, I'll play golf once in a while.
All right. How's your spirits? Depend on the day?
Most days pretty good. I mean, there are days when I just, I'm a little cranky and crabby, but for the most part, I'm pretty happy guy.
What would you say if you went to the NFL Rookie Symposium? Would the NFL want you to go to the symposium, and what you would tell them about concussions?
I doubt if they'd want me to go.
What would you say?
I would just tell them, hey, this is going to happen.
You think it's inevitable?
There's no doubt about it. I mean, this game, even though you don't use your head, if you get knocked down, you get, your head bangs on the well, at least they don't have AstroTurf anymore, but, that's where you get most of your trauma from. It's not really, from guys using their heads. It's from when you get slammed down to the ground and you get whiplashed into the ground. I mean, those are the worst kinds, I think.
Do you think most players understand that, what exactly is going on? I mean, you had Jason Witten last night with a lacerated spleen playing in the game, Mac.
I know. I lacerated my kidney back in '84 and kept playing.
And played, yes.
It wasn't too bright.
But you're on the field, whatever it takes to get in the game. And I just think that's the mentality of a football player, right?
Yep, that's just the nature of the game, nature of the sport.
Well, hopefully I'll see you soon. Maybe, I'll make you laugh or you make me laugh.
Sounds good, my man.
Well, good luck, Mac. Thanks for joining
brother.
us.
Appreciate it.
All right. It's Jim McMahon, former NFL quarterback.